You here with Mod on Mod's Moments. Listen, make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch so that when we go live, you will be there to hear it. Well, unless you've been under a rock or you're just not, into professional football, you probably have heard about this issue. It's Deshaun Watson, man. Allegation. Allegation is an assertion that someone has done something illegal or wrong, typically made without proof. That's what an allegation is. 24 women have made allegations against Deshaun Watson in a civil suit for sexually assaulting them while getting a massage. The Fifth Amendment says you're innocent until proven guilty. On March the 11th, 2022, a grand jury decided not to indict Deshaun Watson on criminal charges of sexual harassment or assault. The Harris County District Attorney's Office presented 9 criminal complaints against Watson in the grand jury. And after hearing 6 hours of testimony, including some of the accusers, grand jurors returned 9 no bills, meaning there will be no criminal charges. 2 other courts declined to pick up those cases as well. So again, innocent until proven guilty. I'm just kind of walking down this timeline. Attorney Tony Busby and his 22 clients that he represents in the lawsuits testified before the grand jury. And after a Harris County grand jury was presented all the evidence and had all the opportunity to hear from the witnesses, grand jurors declined to indict Deshaun Watson. Grand jury proceedings are secret by law, so no information related to the inquiry may be discussed, right? So that means the cases are closed. On to the civil suits, right? Hardin, which is Deshaun Watson's lawyer, said that no criminal case is, now that the criminal case is behind them, they can move on to the civil suits. And the reason why Deshaun Watson claimed the aforementioned Fifth Amendment, right? Innocent till proven guilty, he pled the Fifth. Deshaun Watson's lawyer, Hardin, said nobody but an insane lawyer would ever suggest that you would let him answer civil deposition questions while criminal investigation is still going on, because you can use what he said in a criminal court in the civil case. That's from a lawyer's side. That's why he told him to plead the Fifth, right? Hardin, Deshaun Watson's lawyer, called it a money grab. It came out that Watson used the facility 66 times, and out of that 66 times, 15 of the women who gave the massage to him said that nothing happened and that he was a pure gentleman. 24 of these women, 24 of these 66 times have sued, and the rest have no comment. I'm going to tell you, where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not making a judgment. We don't know what happened. We weren't there, right? And people they've been asking me, Mod, why does he need to get a massage 66 times? Well, I'm going to tell you, in the 2020 season, when all of this was happening, he was taking a throttling. He was getting sacked. He got sacked 49 times that season, only second to Carson Wentz, who was in Philadelphia. So, I mean, he definitely needed work. And what we didn't know, anybody outside of the Houston community or who is subscribed to these people's Instagrams, they put all of his personal information on IG before it was announced that any of this other stuff was going on. And people were jumping at the chance to work with Deshaun Watson. And his name was ringing, and there were certain things that were being said about him then. So people were jumping on. People were jumping on to have the opportunity to work with Deshaun Watson. A couple of these cases, they were trying to ask Deshaun if they could be a couple, right? But they've deleted these social media posts and all of the comments that were made. There was a third accuser who was being investigated by the FBI for extortion. She admitted that she lied in a text and she felt bad about it. This is just the information. The Texans, I need you to know, because people are asking, why would a football team allow you to or pay for the room or pay for the private? Well, one, they're not a football team or a basketball club won't allow your private people to come into their staff or to the place that it's made for their staff, right? So they'll say, okay, well, we'll pay for you a place to be. And of course, that's why they got in the place. Now you ask yourself, well, why do they need an NDA? Think about this. Think about the fact that there's Vegas betting. Think about the fact that there's these people out here that are betting on these athletes. If they have a toenail fungus, or if they have a hamstring problem, or if they have a strained calf, that's an advantage that these betting houses have. So guess what? If you're doing work on a professional athlete, you're going to sign an NDA. You can't speak about it, because if you find something wrong and the doctor finds something wrong, that can be used as an advantage for another sports team, right? So that's why a professional team would have you sign an NDA. That's just as part of it, right? Now, what you need to understand is there's going to be an independent arbitrator who hears this case. Her name's Sue Robinson. And this is because the NFLPA didn't like Roger Goodell having godlike powers. They felt like a lot of his punishments were way too harsh. So when you look at it, this arbitrator who's actually going to decide Deshaun Watson's fate is really going to have the most power. Now, Goodell can actually jump in and change some things. He could say that wasn't good enough. The NFL wants to do that. But do you really want to do that, Goodell? Do you really want to go toe-to-toe with the NFLPA and risk a strike when you know you have to have another one signed in another year? Is this something you want to play with? I think that's kind of that's pouring gasoline on the fire, if you ask me. But number one, I'm not condoning any action of anyone. I'm not saying anybody's guilty and more guilty than the other person. I don't know. I wasn't there. And like I said before, where there's smoke, there's fire. But what I am saying is the Fifth Amendment says that you're innocent until proven guilty. The court says he's innocent. The court system didn't pick up none of these cases. They said he's innocent. Public opinion is brutal, however. It says it's guilty until proven innocent. To heck with the Fifth Amendment until it applies to you. And when it applies to you, it's different. My take is let it all play out. In the end, you'll see there's two sides to every story.
Man, I'm right about him. I'm always right. It's like when I'm right, I'm right. And when I'm wrong, I could have been right. So I'm still right because I could have been wrong.
That makes sense.
The in-between is the truth. And just because you state your case first doesn't make what you're saying right. Let it all play out. Let's see where it ends. My heart goes out to the victims. My heart goes out to Deshaun Watson. The reason why is that everyone is taking a position on accusation when the truth hadn't been heard yet. It's your boy Mods Moments. We out of here. Peace.